Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The Los Angeles Clippers, 19-14, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, 27-5, are about to grace us with their presence in a thrilling Western Conference matchup. The Thunder have been just so dominant this season, leading the season series 2-0 over the Clippers. Meanwhile, the Clippers' glorious three-game win streak was mercilessly shattered in a blowout loss to the Spurs. Oh, and let's not forget, the Thunder are on a 7-game winning streak after barely defeating the Timberwolves at home. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from the Paycom Center, for all you masochists who want to watch this unfold. Let's dive into the Clippers versus Thunder prediction, shall we? The Clippers were totally embarrassed by the Spurs, losing 122-86. They shot a staggering 34.5% from the field and 26.8% from three, while the Spurs shot 49% and barely broke a sweat. LA got absolutely dominated in every category. They were out-rebounded by 17, outscored by 20 in fast break points, and 24 in paint points. They didn't even leave for a second and trailed by as many as 41 points. James Harden led the charge with 17 points, because of course he did. Norman Powell chipped in with 15 points and 5 rebounds, while Amir Coffey added a solid 14 points. Truly earth-shattering performances. This season, the Clippers are averaging a whopping 108.8 points per game on 46.4% shooting from the field and 36.7% from three. Defensively, they're holding opponents to 107.8 points per game. So, they're doing something, I guess. Meanwhile, Oklahoma City is on an absolute tear, winning their 7th straight game, and capped off December with a nail-biting 113-105 victory over the Timberwolves. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is still in the MVP conversation because, well, he dropped 40 points on 15-23 shooting from the field. The rest of the team did their part, with Isaiah Hartenstein finishing with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, while Jalen Williams added a cute 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Lou Dort even added his usual 14 points and 6 rebounds, just because. Oklahoma City went into the half down by 6, but no worries. They had a third-quarter explosion, outscoring the Timberwolves 43-23. They shot 47.2% from the field and allowed the Timberwolves to shoot 49.4%. Defensive juggernaut, right? This season, the Thunder are averaging a solid 114.3 points per game on 46.2% shooting from the field. But wait, they're also the best defensive team in the NBA, 103.2 points allowed per game. Let that sink in. Now let's talk about the prediction, because obviously, this is a real nail-biter. Oklahoma City is playing at an absurd level right now, and it's honestly cute that anyone would even entertain the idea that the Clippers could pull this one off. The Clippers might have had an off night against the Spurs, but they've been struggling offensively all season. They've been missing the offensive firepower of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, so I guess they'll just have to pray someone else steps up. Defensively, they're solid 6th in the West, but unfortunately, defense doesn't win games when you can't score. The Thunder have owned this matchup so far this season, and there's no reason to think they won't continue that dominance. Oklahoma City is playing without some key rotation players, but who needs them, right? They're already the best team in the league. Also, they're great at home, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say the Thunder will cover the spread. Prediction: Oklahoma City Thunder minus 9.5. Now for the total. The first game between these two teams hit the under, while the second one hit the over. Real thrilling stuff. But here's the deal. The Clippers are not consistent on offense, and they don't have the weapons to keep up. LA loves playing slow, 22nd in pace, while the Thunder have been firing on all cylinders offensively. But even though Oklahoma City shoots a lot of mid-range shots, their pace has slowed considerably, and the Clippers are one of the best defensive teams in the league. The Thunder won't get as many possessions, and the Clippers will do their best to keep them under their usual average. But let's be real, Oklahoma City is also the best defensive team in the NBA, so good luck scoring points, Clippers. Prediction: under 219.5. Based on the analysis of the Los Angeles Clippers versus Oklahoma City Thunder matchup, here are some game prop picks that seem most aligned with the expected outcome. Oklahoma City Thunder to win by 9 to 12 points. The Thunder have been dominant, especially over the Clippers this season, having won both matchups so far. Despite the Clippers' solid defense, their offensive struggles, particularly the absence of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, are expected to hold them back. The Thunder, on the other hand, are firing on all cylinders offensively with players like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the charge. Oklahoma City's offensive firepower should be enough to secure a win by a moderate margin, especially considering how thoroughly they dominated the last few matchups and their ability to lock down defensively when needed. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, over 28.5 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been on an absolute tear this season, regularly putting up massive point totals. His 40-point performance against the Timberwolves is a testament to his ability to take over games, and the Clippers have had trouble containing him in previous encounters. With the Clippers lacking a real stopper for an elite scorer like SGA, expect him to continue dominating offensively. He is the focal point of the Thunder's offense, and his scoring will be critical to their success in this game. James Harden under 7.5 assists. While Harden is still an elite playmaker, his role with the Clippers has been somewhat of a transition. He's adjusting to being part of a team with other ball handlers, and his impact on facilitating has fluctuated. Against Oklahoma City's defense, which is excellent at forcing turnovers and disrupting plays, Harden may struggle to rack up assists. His playmaking could be limited, especially if the Clippers continue to struggle offensively. Thunder to score over 114.5 points. Oklahoma City has been one of the best defensive teams in the league this season, and even with a slower pace, they managed to score efficiently. With Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the charge and players like Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Williams, and Lou Dort contributing, the Thunder's depth should be enough to consistently put up points against a Clippers team that struggles offensively. Despite their best defensive efforts, the Clippers won't have enough to slow down a Thunder team that's in sync and hitting on all cylinders. Oklahoma City Thunder over 6.5 steals. The Thunder have been exceptional at forcing turnovers this season. They are the best defensive team in the league and regularly rack up steals through their aggressive defense, including fast hands and active rotations. The Clippers have been prone to turnovers, especially with James Harden adjusting to his new role and with the team struggling to find offensive rhythm. Oklahoma City's pressure defense should result in more than 6.5 steals in this matchup. Clippers under 108.5 points. Why it works? The Los Angeles Clippers have struggled mightily on the offensive end this season. While they are a solid defensive team, their inability to consistently generate points has been a major issue. The absence of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, who are the two main offensive engines for the team, has left the Clippers scrambling for reliable scoring options. James Harden's addition to the lineup has not been enough to reignite their offensive rhythm. While he is still a gifted playmaker and scorer, he's still trying to find his place with the Clippers, and this is clearly a work in progress. Harden has not been able to elevate the team's scoring in a way that can consistently make up for the missing star power of George and Leonard. The Clippers' offense this season has been marked by a lack of fluidity. They rank 22nd in pace of play, meaning they don't get as many possessions per game as other teams, which further limits their scoring opportunities. This slow tempo can be beneficial defensively, but it doesn't do much to help when you're trying to keep up with a high-powered team like Oklahoma City. Without George and Leonard on the floor, the Clippers are also missing their two most dynamic scorers, leaving players like Norman Powell, Amir Coffey, and Ivica Zubac to shoulder the offensive load. While these players are capable in certain situations, they lack the offensive firepower to consistently put up big numbers, especially against a team like the Thunder. Defensively, the Clippers are solid, ranking 6th in the NBA in defensive efficiency, but their struggles to score consistently means they won't have many possessions to exploit Oklahoma City's defense. In contrast, the Thunder boast the best defensive efficiency in the league, allowing just 103.2 points per game. Oklahoma City's defensive schemes, led by the likes of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Lou Dort, and Jalen Williams, have been stifling. Their ability to close out on shooters, disrupt passing lanes, and force turnovers has made it difficult for teams to get into offensive rhythms. Against a team like the Clippers, who are missing key scorers and are playing at a slow pace, Oklahoma City will likely make it even harder for the Clippers to find easy scoring opportunities. Looking at previous matchups, even when the Clippers are healthy, they have often struggled to reach the 108.5-point mark. With the Thunder being the best defensive team in the league, and the Clippers' offense missing two of their biggest weapons, it's hard to envision LA surpassing this total. Oklahoma City will force the Clippers into tough shots, slow the game down to their tempo, and limit their scoring in a way that keeps them comfortably under 108.5 points. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, Hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.